Hi, I am Devesh.
Hi, I'm Vikram.
So I'm going to talk about GetZo. GetZo is a food supply chain company that leverages tech to predict, source, and deliver the supplies to its partner. So at GetZo, what we are trying to do is predict the requirements for the restaurants, that how much they will need, in what quantity and at what time. We are also going to aggregate their demand and take it to suppliers so that they could get their procurements at the lowest rates possible. And why we are building this business is because we see a market opportunity on which no one is focused. So this will help the restaurants to minimize their wastages and get their procurements at the lowest prices. Whereas other players are focused on just streamlining the flow in terms that providing a platform to them to procure their requirements.
Correct. And when we talk about why now we are doing this, so we can say that largely the focus is on the front house of the restaurant. That's basically getting more orders or more customers, and the owner has very less knowledge about what's happened in the kitchen and how he can actually save money from the kitchen, which can help him sustain the business for a longer period of time. Which in COVID we all see that sustainability became a huge problem for restaurants in pandemic time, and again this will also increase their profitability. Now let's talk about the team. So we are a team of four founders, including me and Devesh, and the other two are Jaishil and Anurag. So Jaishil comes from a background. He has done his graduation from IIT Delhi and then his MBA from IIM Calcutta, and Anurag done his graduation in from NIT Delhi, and then he started working in multiple companies, multiple tech companies. So Jaishil has expertise in supply chain as well as in operations. Anurag is our tech guy, and Devesh is here to tell about himself.
So I also did my engineering from NIT Delhi, and then after that I joined IIM Calcutta and completed my MBA from there. I also had a work experience in Fidelity International.
Oh, and I'm really sorry, I forgot to tell about myself. My name is Vikram Khan. I'm also one of the co-founder of GetZo. So I have expertise in handling restaurants. I have opened my own. I in past I had been in restaurant here. We had a small restaurant in Gurgaon, which where we actually found out the problem that what's what's actually happening in the background of the restaurant. So when we talk about how big this can become, so let's see it as a let's see it in the numbers. When we talk about the numbers, then the Indian market is a developing market, and as compared to the developed market, it's a fairly small number. It just amounts to 4 to 5 billion USD dollars, as compared to US and China, which are standing above or almost near to the 100 billion market. So there's a huge gap, and since we are a growing country, and the penetration rate of restaurant in India are only 10%, so there's a huge market potential which is available, and I think in the coming years the market is going to become from 5 billion USD to at least to 20 to 30 billion USD, and the procurement part of this market compromises of 30% of this part. The procurement part in the restaurant industry compromises 30% of this market, 30 to 40% of this market, and the other part is that with our interactions, we had few interactions with the foodpreneurs or the restaurantpreneurs of US and the China, which are the developed markets. And largely, we get the confidence that the same problem exists in the developed markets as well.
So basically, this problem is everywhere, and we have a huge potential to grow outside India as well. So moving on to the monetization part, we are going to take it as a two-step process. First, we are going to charge a subscription fee for the prediction part, where we are going to predict that what the restaurant requires in what quantity and at what time. Whereas the second part consists when the order will be procured through our platform, then we are going to charge a commission fee regarding that.
Correct. So when we talk about why the big players are not into this. So the first thing that came into mind is probably they haven't identified the problem.
Yeah.
And the other things are that I think that Devesh and the other will agree on this with me, that big players already have a lot of commitment towards their vision. I think there's a vision uh, of every founders or of every company that they follow, and they are they are committed to their vision at first. And even if they see us as a potential threat to us, then their first option is to buy out the problem rather than to get or jump into the problem. I think this is why the big players will not be a threat to us. That's what we think.